when vanity metrics are not so vain and actually can be really impactful for your business. So I was just talking about this with someone who said it encourages her clients to look at the data, which I'm all about, right? You got to look at the data to know what's working and what's not. And when it comes to social media, people tend not to really care about the visibility. How many people have seen your post? They want to know engagement. They want to know who's liking my post, who's commenting on my post, how many likes and comments am I getting? What's the engagement like? Because they think that's what really matters. And I'm not going to say it does not matter because, okay, algorithm loves that, right? Algorithm loves to see that other people are engaging with your content. That means there's something there that's interesting, that's worth commenting on. All right, you know what? We're going to go ahead and give this a little more visibility, put it in front of more people. So I want you to think about your engagement that way. I really want you to prioritize the visibility, which may or may not mean boosting your post, right? It may or may not mean paying for that extra visibility. If you have the budget for it, if it makes sense for you, if the platform is right for you, lots of things to consider there. But visibility is everything. And here's why, because what I've seen for myself, what I've seen for clients that I've worked with is the people engaging with your posts tend not to be your ideal clients. They tend to be, if not competitors, potentially collaborators or potential collaborators. They are people who are in your industry or in a related industry who are seeking out that content so they can comment on it, so they can improve their visibility and make the algorithm happy to boost their content, and also so they can look smart while posting content and engaging with your post, right? So there's always this kind of ulterior motive. What I have seen for myself is people who reach out primarily on LinkedIn, because that's where I'm most of the time is on LinkedIn. They reach out going, hey, I've been following you for a while. I love your content. I'm in this phase right now where I need such and such from you. Let's have a conversation. I never knew. I mean, obviously I knew they were following me. That we were connected. I do get those notifications, but they never liked a post. They never commented on a post. They never engaged at all. They were just kind of hanging out there looking at my stuff. And that stuff built credibility, built trust, positioned me as the expert, and made me the go-to person for them. So that when they were ready to buy, they were ready to hire me because of all the work that content had been doing that was not getting engagement from them. It got engagement from other people for various reasons. Never got engagement from them. They were just kind of lurking in the shadows until they were ready to buy. And then they came out and said, hey, I want to work with you. And those are the easiest sales to make, right? Because of all the things I said, my content does the heavy lifting in terms of sales. I don't have to convince them of the value I provide. I don't have to tell them why they need XYZ because they've already seen all of that in my content. They are much more ready to, and willing to work with me. So, and same with my power partners. I talk to people on the phone who say, hey, I love your post that you post. You know, a lot of people love my Sunday post, right? I love your Sunday post. I love that you post what you're reading every week, right? They never engage with that. I never got a like or a love or any kind of engagement from them, but I do get that verbal comment. I do get that. I see it every week and I love that you're doing that. Keep doing it. So when you're looking at your vanity metrics, do pay attention to how many views you're getting. How many views is your post getting? Because that does matter. And you can kind of dig in, especially if you have a professional page on LinkedIn, you can dig into some of the analytics as far as who's looking at your post. Are they in your ideal client bucket, or are they maybe people you don't want to be working with? So that is my thing for you. Always check your data. But don't discount visibility because that is what is going to get you business because no one can work with you if they don't know you exist. And seeing your post on social media is often the first time people encounter your brand. So don't discount that. That is my tip for you. If you have any other questions about data, about marketing strategy, about content strategy, always happy to talk about that. You can find more content like this over on my website, AV, as in my initials, Allison Verhalen. That is avwritingservices.com. You can reach me directly at info@avwritingservices.com, and you can leave a comment right here on this video. Have a great week and happy blogging, everyone.